Nobody really talks about how emotionally draining it can be to be a furry. It's not just the fursuits, it's not the money, but the emotional weight that comes with being a part of this fandom. If you ever felt tired, burnt out, or just really empty because of it, well, you're not alone. Let's talk about it. If you're new here, my name is Autumn, and I've been in the furry fandom since 2018. And I can honestly say I love this community. But loving something doesn't mean it doesn't take a toll on you. And this video obviously isn't meant to be negative. It's just meant to be honest because, let's be honest, a lot of furries feel this way, and I think they're probably alone, and they just don't want to share this feeling. Being a furry isn't just a hobby for most people. It's their identity, it's their form of self-expression, and sometimes it's the first place they've ever felt accepted, like myself. You don't just like being a furry, you build yourself inside the fandom, whether it's for your persona, your friends, your online presence, or your chosen family. When something becomes personal, every interaction becomes harder. The drama feels a little bit more personal, the rejection feels personal, and being ignored just sucks. When people say it's just a fandom, for many of us, it's really not. There's a sort of unspoken pressure in the fandom to always be on stage, and it's very similar to like when I'm in my professional environment where I'm constantly on stage. You have to constantly be friendly, you have to constantly be approachable, you have to constantly be creative. At least in the furry fandom, you have to constantly be actively online and have this visible presence, whether if it's at a convention or online. If you disappear for too long, people notice. If you don't go to cons, you obviously feel left out and you get that FOMO. If you don't post art or photos, you feel forgotten. Even though no one is forcing you, it feels like you're constantly being measured. The pressure adds up, especially for the introverts like myself or people with anxiety. Let's talk about the conventions. Cons are obviously an emotional overload, especially if your first con is like a Midwest Fur Fest or a Furry Week in Atlanta. It's overstimulating to the max. You're surrounded by people who finally get you and are actually furries, and you can kind of be yourself, but you're hugging friends that you may have seen once or twice a year, or that you finally just met online after years of talking, and you're making memories that just feel unreal. And then it ends. You go home, group chats go quiet, your room feels empty, and reality starts to sit in. And it hits in pretty hard. That post-con depression isn't just sadness, it's your nervous system coming down from days of emotional intensity. And nobody really prepares you for that. The fandom obviously lives online, especially on Telegram, or I guess X, but definitely on Telegram. Group chats never stop, the drama spreads instantly, the screenshots live forever, Google Documents reign on X, and obviously people pick sides. Even if you're not involved, you see it, and you somehow get involved, which is really annoying. And that creates a constant low-level stress for really no reason. It's exhausting to care deeply about a community that never sleeps. Social media just makes it that much worse. You see things like, you see a really cute suit, but you're apparently banned by the suit maker. You see popular creators growing their presence online and doing these really cool things. You see these suspiciously rich furries that are going to every single con. And some of these friend groups that you see online just look like a great vibe. It's that quick little 30-second snippet of their life that still messes with your head. And it starts to make you wonder, am I doing something wrong? Do people really like me? Do I even belong in the furry fandom? And those thoughts quietly drain you over time. A lot of furries don't talk about this because, one, we don't want to seem ungrateful, we don't want to become across as dramatic, and we're scared of just being misunderstood. It's already hard enough to explain being a furry and what a furry is to especially a normie, but acknowledging the emotional exhaustion doesn't mean that you hate the fandom, it just means you're human. What helped me realize was it's okay to step back, and it's okay to miss cons. It's okay to mute chats. It's okay to block that person that constantly says, I want to ride your back on Instagram. And it's obviously okay to change. You don't owe the fandom constant access to you. Your connection to being a furry doesn't disappear just because you rest. If being a furry feels emotionally exhausting sometimes, it doesn't mean you're weak. It just means that you deeply care about something that matters to you. And that's not a flaw. If this video has resonated with you, I want you to know that you're not alone in this feeling. I just recently missed Midwest Fur Fest in 2025, and I got some hardcore FOMO, and every year I wish that it would snow. And of course, the first year that I don't go, it snows. One thing that you should do is obviously take care of yourself first. The fandom will still be here when you're ready, even though online is just an absolute dumpster fire. If you ever felt this kind of burnout, feel free to share your experience in the comments. If you ever want to hear more about these honest conversations like this, let me know down in the comments as well. I'd love to hear it. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourself, and of course, I'll see you on the next video. Bye!